Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Superstars. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab in this one, number 21. What do we have on him?
Well, he issued way too many free passes this last time out. You can't win at this level if you allow that many base runners. So today, he's got to get strike one, put the hitter on his heels, maybe get some swings and misses, and offset those walks with more strikeouts in this one.
Trey Turner leading things off and takes a strike. That clips the corner.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Sets him down on strikes. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike three.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now it's Alec Bohm. This one in the air, center field. Steele coming on. Hauls it in for the out. And there are two outs. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Their opponent on the mound today does run into some trouble finding the strike zone at times. So, Singy, I got to figure part of the plan, be patient, be selective today.
Yeah, you know coming in, regardless of, what that first inning is going to look like, you know his history. You don't want to help him out. You've got to be patient and make sure that when you attack, that it's a pitch that you can do some damage with. Otherwise, just build up some traffic on the base pass, push across some easy runs, and perhaps get into some of those gap arms in the bullpen.
Kicks and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two out, space is empty. That one drilled left field. Fair ball.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
The first baseman, number 3.
Here's Harper now. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Torres around second, headed for third. Coming home. He scores, and it's 1-0.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Man at second here with two away. Kyle Schwarber digs in now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Man at second. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. Got him looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Philadelphia on top, 1-0. And we're back. And pitching in this game, Jesus Luzardo. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on, but he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
Pedro Gonzalez stands in now and watches strike one. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's the center fielder, Luis Steele. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Fires across the diamond. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third.
And let's take a look at the lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Pedro Gonzalez, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Now he decides against it, and he's back in at second. Now it's the power speed combo. Carlos Manuel. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Just missed. This to center field, moving under it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick
The pitch. That one out to right. Should have this one. Brings it in. And there's one down. And here is Sosa to the plate.
The second baseman.
Sosa hitting 7th in today's lineup. And he was born in Panama. Just missed. One out, bases empty. Down and in, moved his feet. That one at triple digits.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Makes a sliding stop. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Man at first. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. And that's in for a strike. Off balance feed, there's one. Over to first, safe. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Marsh off of first with 2 away. Base knock right field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
2 on, 2 outs.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. The tag, safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Hauls it in to end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Contreras.
The first baseman, number 18.
Luzardo back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Hard hit right side. Gathers and throws to first. And quickly 1 away in the second. Edward Torres, the next to hit.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Schwarber going back and out of here. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
One down. Now it's the right fielder. Up and in. And that is ball 1.
1-0.
That's out to center field. Marsh settles under this one. Drops into the glove. And there are 2 down. And now Rafael Marquez.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
That one is absolutely belted. Castellanos raging back towards the wall. And it's out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. It's their second home run of the inning, and it ties it up. It's 2-2.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the second baseman. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one's carrying. And it's off the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And now here is Pedro Gonzalez. Tied up here in the early going. Bounced up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 2-2 game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Harry Torres.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's Bryce Harper. He doubled home a run at his first AB. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Ball one there. One down, base is empty. That one not close. 2 balls and a strike.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one just missing inside. Counts full, 3-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
But he's back safely. And the 0-1. Harper runs. Fought off foul. Harper, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Got him looking for the strikeout. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
1-1.
And that's downstairs and outside. Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, right field, on the move. He's got it, and that'll do it. Phillies strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Down the number 2 hitter, Luis Steele. The pitch. That one ripped. That's bad. And it's gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. 3rd home run of the season, and that gives them a lead. It's 3-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
So up next, Pedro Gonzalez. There's a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The wind and the pitch. That misses. Going to count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
On the ground, Torres whips it to first on the run. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Carlos Manuel.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Manuel. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. And he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. So digging in, Contreras. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Luzardo keeping an eye on him.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll touch them all. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 5-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 1 out, nobody on. Edward Torres now at the plate. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. They go back to back. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 6-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had.
And it gets by him.
Now batting, catcher.
Man at first with 1 gone. Rafael Marquez getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. And it is gone. Another homer. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they add a couple more. It's 8-2.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks pitching change here. Joe Ross.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And a pitch. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Here's a 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. And 2 away now.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. 3 in as we go to the top of the 4th, and digging in for Philadelphia, Edmundo Sosa. That one at triple digits.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
1-2.
And that skips in the dirt. And that's just foul. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Marsh, the next to hit, takes ball one. And there's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. That one missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
He swings and fouls one off. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Marsh at first, one gone. Strike on the inside corner. Got him looking. That's the second out. So the batting order turns over. Trey Turner with a chance now. 1 for 2. And he blows that one by him at 100.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. One left for Philadelphia, and it's still 8-2. Back here in St. Louis, ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's going to be Luis Steele. The line to kick the pitch. Base hit, center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now here is Pedro Gonzalez. That one ripped left field, and it one hops the wall. Steele around third. He'll score easily, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Manuel. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's not coming back. His 4th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 11-2.
Tried a slider to start off the at-bat, and man, did it backfire. He clearly wasn't fooled on that pitch. Was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that, and right there he made him pay.
Here's some real power at the plate. Contreras. That big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Here's the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Right-handed reliever. Foul ball, still 0-2. A sliding stop. And they get the out.
The batter, the left fielder.
So up next, Edward Torres. Hard hit to third. Throws across the diamond. That's out number 2. And now the right fielder. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And now 1 and 2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, to look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Well, they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We're headed to the 5th. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the DH, Alec Bohm. The pitch. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Harry Torres. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. At the belt and fires. That's towards center. Settles underneath it. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. And now here is Harper. Harper in his 14th season, 31 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Not close with that one, and it's 1-1. In the air, out towards right center. Steele in position, and that is that. So they bring on the veteran, Tanner Banks.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Rafael Marquez digs in now, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. The pitch. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one hops against the fence. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So man aboard. Now it's the second baseman. And a foul ball.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Runner at third, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Center field. Marsh under it. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Back to the top of the lineup, Pedro Gonzalez will hit next. 1 for 3. Ripped, but it curls foul.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. So digging in, Luis Steele. He's already homered here in this one. This one high in the air to left center. Marsh on the move. And that's the inning. All set for the top of the sixth. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. And here it comes. Late with the swing there.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Torres snags it for the 2nd out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
And stepping in is the speedy Edmundo Sosa. On the ground, right side. Throws the first in time. That's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. It's 12-2. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Pedro Gonzalez. Banks back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Manuel,
outside.
the next to hit, takes outside. Chop to third. On to first, and he's out. Here's a big power threat, Contreras. This one in the air. Sizing this one up. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Busch Stadium, top of inning number 7. Stepping in, Brandon Marsh. Fastball for a strike. That one to first, Contreras. And he handles it himself for the out. JT Realmuto steps in. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The Phils with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Torres makes the play, and there's 2 down. So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Turner now. Slice to right, and foul ball. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Ball.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Swings and misses, and it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. So up next, Edward Torres. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. And a pitch. And it goes just foul. Out to short, Turner. Tosses to first, and one away in the bottom of the seventh. Now it's the right fielder.
Number 11.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Schwarber settles under it. Corrals it. And there's two down. Rafael Marquez, the next to hit. 3 for 3, 2 homers and a triple. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
1-0.
That one ripped right center field. Lays out, but it's off his glove. Base hit, and the inning continues. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
At the plate, number 3. And that one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Up and in, and the count even 1-1. And another ball.
2-1.
And now the lefty. That one fouled off. 2-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Marquez around third. He'll score, and they extend their lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And that squirts through. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Well, that started and ended.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jose Ruiz. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's the center fielder, Luis Steele. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizes this one up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Alec Bohm now at the plate.
The designated hitter, Alec Bohm.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Hal Newhouser.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same.
There's a swing and a drive. And that is gone. He circles the bases. 3rd home run of the season. It's 13-3.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Now, Harry Torres. And ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
He was late there. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That was straight queso right there.
Nobody on, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. And it's fouled away. In the air to left center. Steele has this one sized up. Nabs it. And there's 1 down. Bryce Harper to the And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
That one finds the zone. That's strike two. Harper over at first with one away.
1-2.
And the next pitch is way outside. Hit on the ground, might be two. Flips for one, and it's a double play to end the inning. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. Last half of the eighth coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Pedro Gonzalez. The pitch. Ruiz goes 6'1". He throws a curveball, a four-seamer, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Here comes a pitch. Fouled off to the right. And the righty deals. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Real Muto makes the catch. And there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's the third baseman, Carlos Manuel. That one ripped. Dives. What a play.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Two outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Contreras. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And one and two.
2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. And there's a ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. And another ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Ripped to third. Throws to first. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, all set to start the ninth in this one. And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. Johnny Delaney will take over here.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
1-0.
Bounce to the right, and that chance handled. Slings to first. One up, one down. He's 2 outs away. And the batter now, Edmundo Sosa.
Second baseman.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So it's their last chance in this one. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Outside corner, there's a strike.
It's 0-1.
The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fought off foul. The Phils down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Number 21 with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
13-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.